Hello, New England in the Room podcast on this lovely cold as F Friday night with a special guest, man. I don't usually do live podcasts on Friday, but as I said, second week in January, I was going to pick things up because so many cards are coming around in New England as far as local, regional MMA promotions. And tonight we have a big amateur on who will be fighting at Cage Titans 51, February 5th for the Cage Titans amateur bantamweight title. Andrew Valdina from Lausanne's MMA is in the house, man. Hey, brother, welcome to 2022 and the Room podcast, my man. How you doing?
No place I'd rather be to kick off 2022, Steve.
So how was your holidays? I would imagine you got to enjoy them a little bit because the fight, was a little ways away. Did you get to enjoy them a little bit and celebrate a little before, training camp started?
I did. It's usually a rarity of me being able to celebrate Christmas because I came from like a wrestling background in high school and college where you can't pick out in Christmas or Thanksgiving. But with this, the fight's in February 5th, so I actually ate a decent amount on Christmas and Thanksgiving for sure. But it was good. I enjoyed the holidays really. Got family time and stuff like that because my family's kind of like an hour away usually, so it's good to. I don't really get to see them too often these days. So the holidays, I got to spend like a few weeks with them, so it was good.
Excellent. Do you live on your own?
Yeah, it's it's a very long story short, but I have a vacant house in the Cape that I just been staying in because it's it's still a decent commute. It's like 40 minutes to get to the gym every day, but I can make it in 35. But if I was staying in Drake, that's like an hour and 15-minute drive. So
wow, you're not in a bad spot. I mean, it's cold right now, but you're in the heart of Cage Titansville over there, man. So, dude, before the holidays, before 2021 ended, I had you and Mr. Dan Walsh, a good friend of yours and trainer pod, in this room. You guys had visited here before, but we had you in here talking about what was next from you. And, if you were asked if you could have what you wanted, it would be a title shot. And it looks like you're getting that. Now, when we spoke, was it any title shot, featherweight or bantamweight, or were you just basically looking for the bantamweight title shot?
Yeah, when we were speaking about that, you asked what I want. I said I want a title shot next. Then the 35-45. I said 35. The 45 fight that I had with Randy Francis was more so kind of like I couldn't find a fight at 135 at all. So I went up to 45, and now that I know that I can hang with any size 45 or for that matter, and any expertise too, 35 is the one I want now. But if all goes well, not looking too far ahead, never am, but. I might mess around and go for the 45 one next too, but 35, I'm fully focused on February 5th with Adi, so it's gonna be fun.
I totally understand, man. So Adi, call him Adi. Do you know? I mean, Arthur Mapufu, he owned that title at one time. Big name in Cage Titans, has fought there quite a bit. He's fought in another promotion. The last three of his fights. I would imagine Arthur from going back and forth. Have you ever trained with him, or you just know him from Cage Titans fighting?
No, I never trained with him. I've met him once ever. It was after I won against Francis on November 6th. He was at Tavern on the Wharf, and I saw him there. And, he kind of knew who I was, and I knew of him too. I think we both knew who each other looked like too. He probably definitely knew me after what I did that night too. But once he kind of like locked eyes, I went over to him and we started talking. I was like, hey, you know what? You come back to Mass. I think this is the fight to do. Let's do it for 35 strap. So we did our own little matchmaking there. But I'm always like a long story short guy. So in another long story short though, I think it's really awesome that I get to fight Arthur for this belt for one specific reason. And that's because right when I got to Lausanne's for the first time ever in my life, started training a few years ago, I was training with Randy Costa. He kind of introduced me into Lausanne's in mixed martial arts for that matter. And he was wearing a fight shirt of Arthur Mapofu's. And it really instills in my brain that fight shirt. I thought it was a cool, I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was a cool fight shirt. And I was like, man, if you got people around the gym wearing your fight shirt like that, you must be like a respectable dude or a good talented guy. And now that I get to put my hands on them to win a belt, I kind of like climb that ladder to get to that point. I love it. I really do. It's kind of like a really good feeling for me.
Well, dude, you are on a tear. 3 straight wins. Got your first finish against I would imagine, to me, your toughest opponent in Randy Francis going up a weight. And, man, you took him out, I do believe, quick in the second round. As far as coming off that fight, it was at another weight class. But what did that do for you as far as, mentally, confidence levels, and as far as what you learned from that fight physically and what you can achieve in there?
I think I always knew that I had the ability to like take someone out. I really did, but the fact that I actually got to do it is almost just like it's a mental barrier that I broke down where I know that I have the capability to do that to anybody. If I went up a weight class, I can do it to anybody at 35 for sure. So just being able to do it was just really, really another good feeling. Like being able to just put someone out. It was good.
Now,
I look forward to doing it again. I cracked the code and how to do it.
Is there anything you learned from that fight as far as, I mean, it was, your third time in there. Did things get easier for you, or did you, pick up something that'll carry you into this next time, walking to that cage?
Just confidence. With each fight that I have, I'm getting more confident. Not cocky, but definitely confident where like, I just know I'm doing all the work necessary where I'm not going to be surprised with what I see in the cage. You know what I mean? And especially with like a high caliber amateur fighter with like Randy Francis, who had 13 fights, to be able to do that with now, this is going to be my 5th fight. It really like, speaks volumes to me, like personally.
Excellent, my man. As far as training partners here, what's going on? Has anything changed that way? As you get closer and more involved in your career here, you pick up little things in each training camp. Anything new in this training camp that is evolving in your game?
Nothing new. I think we're just staying on the same path. I have a really good workout schedule that I've been following for the past few fights. It just works out. Working out 1 to 2 times a day, almost every day. But I'm with Connor Matthews still. Actually, if something changed, we upped the individual sessions with Connor. I think we're doing a lot more. Connor Matthews. I don't know if I said his name really. Connor Matthews. We're doing like pad sessions a lot more, and he's just what's it called? Giving me more tools to add to my arsenal. Like not just the same old, same old. I'm gonna come out with some new tricks that I've been learning from Connor. And my jiu-jitsu sensei though, Tyler Menard, he's out in Texas right now at B Team training out there for a couple of weeks. But he comes back Sunday, so he's been gone for a couple of weeks, but he's coming back.
Excellent, my man. Wow, he's Jones? Is he with Jones over there? Where's he training?
He went to 3 different gyms in Texas. He went to B Team. I know he loved B Team. I don't know what the other ones. I haven't asked. B Team. He went to 10th Planet, and he went to Renzo Gracie. And he actually ran into Christos Papadopoulos there.
Yeah, because that's where Christos is right now. He's training on the Greg Jones, right?
Yeah, Tyler texted me. He's like, "Oh, I just got a burger with Christos."
Oh, that's fucking awesome, man. Small world. Well, big world in Texas, but we find each other in other places, man. Here from New England. So, dude, man, title shot. Atamupufu, man, he's been in there before couple times. Fighting 5-rounders, man. Is there something changing there as far as getting ready for a 5-round fight? Because Ata's kind of methodical. He's not going in there to take you out right away. He puts in a very technical game and tries to pick you off on the feet, and he's very patient in there. What are you thinking about the fight and the 5 rounds here? Do you think it's going to take 5 rounds?
Man, you're really trying to like learn that prediction right out of it off the bat, aren't you?
The band's playing down the hall. I might not be able to. You don't have to answer it. I mean, you don't have to say, what you're gonna do or anything. But
I'm not a loss for words. I'm always gonna answer. Come on now. It's just funny. I know you Styler. But anyways, with Adi, he's done it a couple times, like you said. But every single fight that I've had, I would have been ready for 5 rounds. I really would have been. I pride myself in my cardio. I really do. But with Adi, I think I said on Table Titans the other day that like I study all my opponents' fights up and down. That includes Adi, and I see the way he fights. Some things I do like. Some things I can see that he needs a little bit of work on, and I think it's going to take no more than 3, though. I would like it to go into championship rounds. I would, because I want to test myself, and that might come later on. And it might come in this fight. It really will. It really could. But I can see it getting finished within 3.
Excellent, my man.
I can't slim it down to a certain round, but it's definitely within 3.
No, I mean, you were right on the mark last time, but this is a different animal here in Arthur. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he's coming off. Is he coming off a loss or a win? I think
coming off a loss.
All right, and then he had a win and a loss, but I think he lost the first fight. It was a rematch because it was he might have punched the kid after the bell or something like that.
Yeah, they had like an altercation after the bell. I think the kid might have thrown like a shot too late, or like maybe a little too late or something like that, and Arthur retaliated, so he got the loss for that. He was still losing that first round though, and then after that, he ended up walking away with the win for that rematch. But listen, I'm not like trying to like severely talk shit right now, but he lost that fight. I'm telling you, man. Like the judges were even saying, like, if you listen to the video and you listen to the announcers, they're like, well, I don't agree with that decision at all. Like they were both in concurrence. Like he's on a 4-fight losing streak in my opinion. But
yeah, I know that it was a split decision, a close split decision. So yeah, and I think the fight before he went to fight for them was when he defended his title against Jeff Joy, and I believe that was maybe Jeff Joy's last amateur fight before he turned pro. Maybe he had another one. Oh wait, he fought Cam Arnold after that to defend the title.
Yep.
But Arthur, he's in your eyes he's one out of what? 1 out of 4 or 1 out of 5?
1 out of 5.
Yeah. So man, so the cards are in your favor. I would imagine. Do you think you're going to be the favorite going into this fight?
I don't care. I don't really care if I am or not. It doesn't matter.
How about fan favorite?
I think that's going to be a split down the middle. I'll give him that. He brings a big crowd. He does. So I think that's going to be a good split down the middle. Even coming from Alabama, I think he's still got some pull. So
yeah, I've had him in here live with Joe Poirier, and he's going to kill me, Anthony. Who's the one of the training partners that kind of talks for the team a lot? Very verbal. Funny dude, man. Pete.
Oh, Pete. Yeah, he is a funny guy.
Yeah. They were all in here. We had a fucking blast. Arthur's a good dude, man. He's a really cool guy, man. Respect the hell out of that kid. I'd love to see him back at Cage Titans, man. He's been away too long, but I know it was COVID and all that other stuff going on. And then he got into, a rematch, and I would imagine the promotion was treating him very well. But now he's coming back to, Cage Titans to fight for that belt, man. So here we go, man. We're not too far away from here. We're gonna talk about a couple other things, and then there's a contest that we have to talk about that you promoted today, and it was a really good promotion, and kudos to you for putting that get together. But you won a couple of things, but we had our rankings come out, and you were in a couple of them, and you were in there was 13 or so people that voted on this, so it was just in not New England MMA, 3 guys, voting on this. So you were actually in the featherweight division with 1 fight, and I'm going to throw that up here right now, the both posters. So I got them both up here. So in bantamweight, where the hell are you? You are number 2, bro.
Yeah.
Number 2. Do you think he should be number 1?
No. I'll take number 2. I mean, I don't know that guy. What is his name? Felipe Gunter. It said.
Yeah, he's a main. He fights at NEF.
I mean, I've never really heard of him, but I'm sure 4-0. You know, he probably deserves the number 1 spot.
Shane Doherty, who I do believe is going to pro, but that's still, we don't have confirmation on any of that. But as featherweight, dude, you had one fight as featherweight, right?
Yeah, 1 fight.
And,
last one.
And you're in 4th place in New England amateur featherweights, man. Kudos to you, brother. Why do you think that? I mean, 13 people voted on here. We all must know something. What do you, in your eyes, why you think you should be there, or why you think you should be ranked higher if you think that?
No. I think I'm fine. I think anywhere on that list at 45 would have been fine for me. But 13 people voted because I just took out a 13 fight vet. You know what I mean? Like that's probably why I'm on the 45 rankings.
Most definitely. And bantamweight, as we all know, you've been killing it there, and you got that title shot coming on the 5th, man. And there's a lot of action going on, so we're going to be doing these again in mid-year, or maybe even earlier if like so many cards are going. I would imagine mid-year. You could take that number 1 spot, or who knows, you might be going pro like all these other guys after that. I mean, you did speak about looking for that next gold bling for yourself, but things change after, you know, a little time off. And if you win this belt, man, I know you're going to go back to the team and talk about what's next. But, dude, how excited are you to get back in there and actually fight for the Cage Titans belt with, you know, if you're home base?
I'm pumped, man. I really am. I know anybody would say they're pumped, but I'm telling you right now, like the fact that I started with I've only fought for Cage Titans, and that's something I'm going to want to do. I mean, sorry, Bobby, I can't say that I'm 100% gonna be doing that forever. But as of right now, like I'm very happy that I've only fought for Cage Titans, and I'm working for that spot, for that championship belt. I'm not, you know. Calvin Cater said something really cool the other day, actually, in his interview. He said, "We're not asking for it, we're working for it." Even though I kind of did ask for it at my celebration, but like I'm working my ass off for it too. I really am. So I'm pumped that it's for Cage Titans, especially.
Excellent. Well, as far as this card, dude, I know a couple of things have changed. We can't really say much, but I know Colin Robinson, his fight, he made an announcement that his fight's going to be pushed back because, you know, COVID hit his opponent or something like that, man. With things going on, have you heard any ruffling? Do you know where you're going to be on this card? As far as in the lineup, has that been talked about? Do you like to fight later in the card, kind of in the middle? What's your idea on that?
So I haven't heard anything, but I'm assuming that if there's 4 title fights, I mean, I think I'm the lowest caliber title fight because all the other ones are pro. So I would assume I'm the 4th to last. Sorry, I got notified. 4th to last fight of the night, which I'm happy with because I feel like it's also like I'm still like. Everything about the whole fight business I'm learning right now. So I'm happy that they don't really like throw me into the main event slot or anything like that. I'm working slowly, creeping towards it. You know what I mean? So I like that a lot.
Yeah, we can't throw you into the fire just yet, bro. You know, little pieces here and there. I mean, you're making your way up, just like you said, bro.
Yeah.
As far as the other title fights and other fights on the card, you know, we haven't seen all the posters, all the matchups and stuff like that. Do you have other fighters, other training partners that are real close to that'll be on that card alongside of you that you might not you don't have to say their matchup or something, but other names that you know of that'll be going in with you?
Yeah, my teammate Erin Johnson, she's fighting Adi's teammate, so it's gonna be cool.
Excellent. Is she still fighting at No Boundary next Saturday also?
I couldn't tell you, I'm not sure.
Yeah, because she had a bout scheduled for No Boundary on the 22nd, I do believe. And, you know, for her pulling out of that would be just fine in my book because the girl is prominently MMA and she's been looking for an MMA fight for so long. And she only jumped on No Boundary to get the action and stay active. So kudos to her for getting a fight. I know she was on Table Titans along with Connor Matthews. And,
Yep.
man, what a team that is. God, she fought at the last No Boundary. I know they've been joined at the hip and all this cool stuff. You know, me not knowing any, I'm like a dad to all these people. You know what I mean? You like, you know, I think I'm probably older than your dad. So I'm a dad to this. So I see these, you know, Connor and Erin together. And I'm like, oh, train apart is how cute, all that. And then I find out they're a couple, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and now I want to be like their godfather of their future children, because they're gonna be gladiators. Those kids coming out of them, you know what I mean? I don't want to get way too ahead of like what's going on.
Oh,
they're
man.
young, things change. But when I had Lars and Travis on here, we were talking about it like that. That's a beautiful couple right there, man. And a dangerous fucking couple at that.
Yeah, they're killers. But the number one thing I'm taking out of this podcast here is that Steve Domenico is the godfather to Connor and Erin's future kids.
Dude, I make a pretty good living. I can buy them good Christmas and birthday gifts, man. So
All right.
think about me,
Throw
man.
by them. Maybe they'll say yeah.
I might have to go to confession, back to church, and all this other shit to get, you know, sanctioned or whatever the hell they call confirmed. Confirmed, I think they call it, for my past Catholic days. But yeah, I'm there, man. Put me on the list. Put me on the list. I'm definitely. Listen, if anyone is going to be their child's godfather, it's going to be Joe Lozon. I'm like last on the list. Joe Lozon's right on the. If he doesn't get that, it'd be like, get the hell out of this gym.
We got to make some New England power rankings for who's going to be the godfather. Joe's at the one spot.
We'll
You're
do
at
it.
number 2, I think.
We'll have Nick make a poster and we'll all vote on it.
What are we talking about right now?
God is probably in his chair shaking right now. I'm like, what is going on here? Well, my friend, dude, you came up with an idea about a contest. And
I did, yeah.
Let's talk. But what is there a but?
No. The contest is definitely still on. But
Right.
I was going to talk about it and just be like, I'm just very, very surprised it didn't pick up as much steam as I imagined it would. You know, like, because here's the thing: I'm going to have 100 people hit me up over the course of the next 2 weeks asking for tickets, and they're going to pay for them. But if you entered the contest, you wouldn't have had to pay. You could have got $150 worth of stuff for free and gone to Cage and had a hell of a night. I mean,
now all right. Do you want to hold off on this? And
no, we can do it. We can do it. There's I think there's a good amount that we can still do the drawing.
Oh, all right. So how are you going to do this? Oh, where'd he go?
Sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. They saw more of me for a split second. So how talk about the idea, what you did, and like you said, not many jumped on it, but a lot of people watched the Instagram video. They went on the Instagram stories. They might not have wanted to join and get involved in the contest, but they were looking and they were watching, and it's hey, whoever wins, we're gonna really we'll pump them up at the show, going, hey, this could have been you. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So talk about the contest and how you're gonna come up with a winner.
So yeah, the contest was, I put up a post on Instagram to start, and then I went to Facebook. But it was just like a contest that if you liked the post, if you saw it, you liked the post. It was a collaboration between myself and New England MMA. And if you liked the post, you share the post and tag myself and New England MMA on your story, and tune into tonight's podcast for the drawing tonight. That you would have had a nomination in the drawing, but it went to Facebook and went to Instagram, and I'm just I wanted to do something nice and get rid of these tickets and stuff. And there's 2 fight shirts as well. There's 2 tickets and there's 2 gladiator fight shirts. The ones that I made for the last fight. They're red. They're really nice.
Yeah,
but,
Andrew, while you're talking about it, I just went to your Instagram and I got that on the screen. Well, it was on the screen. It's on the screen. And you missed out, just like you said, $150 worth of stuff. That isn't cheap. And dude, you mentioned gladiator fight shirts. Is that your nickname, or is like, what's gladiator fight shirt mean?
I'm Andrew the Gladiator Valdina. Steve, come on.
Well, listen, that was going to be my first question, but I thought we were going to talk about the contest first because when I look you up on our site and on Instagram, there's no Gladiator Valdina up there. So I'm like, is he now the Gladiator, or Gladiator's fight shirt's like a sponsor of yours? So now we're getting to the meat of this, man. We got to call Tapology. We got to call Lars. Lars, get that fixed on the website. It is now Andrew, the Gladiator?
The Gladiator.
The Gladiator Valdina. So
Put some respect on that name.
so we're gonna get that fixed, man. I knew it was one or two things. It was your nickname, or it was a sponsor or someone sponsoring the fight shows. Because I know, or I thought Joe would have gave you a different name, like a real great one, like Only Dan's or something like that. You know what I mean? So.
No. The Gladiator has stuck with me since high school wrestling.
Excellent.
So we got to keep it here.
That's a great fucking name, dude. Great name.
Hey, you know what? For the T-shirt thing you were just saying, maybe someday I'll make a Gladiator apparel. Who knows?
Dude, that sounds great. Don't give that shit up, man. Shh.
Yeah. Fuck. Shit. Fuck.
All right, my man. So the contest. How are you giving away these prizes this big night at Cage Titans 51?
So I wrote down everybody on a piece of paper of who will be in the drawing, and I'll just pick out of this hat I got on my head. That work?
Yeah. Question. They don't have to be tuned in tonight to win, correct?
Correct.
All right. And then you're gonna make you're gonna make another post about the winner. And then that's going to blow up because you're going to go, oh, what the fuck? I didn't know about it. But then we're going to call them out because we blasted this all over the fucking place all day. So, So do your thing, man. I'll get the drum roll going.
Oh, man. The drum roll is go. All right. Hold on a second.
All right. Do your thing. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it because I got a gate on my mic here, but you never know.
Let me fold these in half first.
Do your thing. Yeah. All right. Here we go.
You can clearly see this is random. I'm not looking.
It's like Powerball.
And the winner.
Hey, one more question.
What?
Do they have to live in New England?
No, they don't have to live in New England.
All right, cool. They got to come get their ticket somehow, so they better take a trip here if they don't. So, here we go. Yeah.
And the winner is Emily Manson.
Emily Manson. Now, where did Emily Manson? Awesome. Congratulations, Emily Manson. I hope you're in. Are you related to Charles Manson by any way?
Oh, man.
But, Emily Manson, congratulations. I hope you live in New England because it's a lot of gas money if you're driving from, New York or wherever you are. But I would imagine you from this. But, dude, you're popular as fuck, man. She could be from anywhere. She could.
No. She actually goes to a few of my. She's gone to a few of my fights before. She lives in Mass.
Awesome,
yeah.
Dude. Well, that night, dude. I'll be over on the side with Lars. We'll be doing our thing over there, interviewing or whatever with our stuff. Bring her over after you fight or something, and we'll shoot the shit with you and her about the night, her night and your night. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah!
Excellent, man. Well, dude,
I'm happy it went to her. Honestly, I'm happy.
Awesome. I'm happy it went to someone that really jumped in. Oh, how did she get in the contest? Through Instagram or Facebook?
It was Instagram.
Excellent. Well, that's
Instagram was the harder one.
Yeah, that's the place. I mean, Facebook is kind of like, I don't, they
I hear you.
You know what I mean? With that said, bro, any last words? I know you got a ton of sponsors. I know you got a ton of shout outs, man. The floor is yours, bro. And then I'll let you get out of here and, enjoy your weekend.
All right, man. Thank you. No, actually, I have it written down here.
There you go. Do you have your post? Do you have your poster like you had last time or whatever?
I got it all written down this time. But so to start, my Instagram is at Andrew Valdina. Emily Manson knows that. You guys should have known that too. No.
We're gonna stick
But
that to you.
that's my Instagram. Go follow that up. And now for my sponsors, it's a little bit of a list, sir. So I got Invisaware, which is a really cool company. It's one of my bigger ones where they have it's like jewelry that has like a hidden compartment inside of it, where if you press the button in that hidden compartment, emergency services will come right away. So that's a great gift to get anybody, your children or anybody you care about. Then you got Stupid Genius Studios, and that's out of Lowell, Massachusetts. It's a rap recording studio that consists of 3 major artists, which is CK Major, Chaz, and Lil Rich. Lil Rich actually just came out with his own album about a month or two ago. It's fire. Purple at Midnight. And then Pete the Job Guy, that's out of Jacksonville, Florida. And I was very, very happy that he reached out to me. He's a friend of my family, and he just reached out. He's a really kind dude, and he prides himself on his hard work. I went into his website, and he really does just pride himself on his hard work. And he's from Tewksbury, where he knows my family. His radio broadcast thing he does is he links people for job networking and stuff like that. So he helps people find jobs, and he's a really, really good dude. And then U.S. Golden Pawn, that's out of Manchester, New Hampshire. They give you the best deals. Even I've even heard, I swear, I'm not even just saying this, that other pawn shops in the area will recommend U.S. Golden Pawn over any other pawn shop that they know. So that must say something, given into the competition. And then Gothia Millwork, that's out of Drake at Mass. He's one of my boys back from high school, and he basically does the entire town's carpentry. He's a one of a kind dude. Then Kayla Frazier, graphic design. It's a good friend of mine. She does the majority of my graphic design work. She made both my fight T-shirts, and she's actually kind of happy that we're not making fight shirts for this one, because I'm almost hounding her down. It's like, Kayla, got another fight shirt to do. She's like, oh, she's freelancing for so many different people and companies, so I gave her a little bit of time off for this one. And then we got McNeil Landscaping, another guy I went to high school with in Drake at Mass. He basically covers the entire North Shore of Mass for landscaping, and springtime is coming, so you're probably going to want him to landscape your yard, once the snow's all gone. Party Time Rental, that's a party tent rental business that my father owns. I help him with the majority of the tents as well. Again, the snow is leaving, so if you guys want to have a nice party, get an outdoor tent going. 20 by 20 feet is the smallest one we got, and 20 by 40 is the biggest, so reach out. Marmello Construction Brothers, this is my newest sponsor that I just got, courtesy of Justin Simmons, who I got nothing but nice things to say about him, man. He hustles for himself, and he hustles for me too, man. Like, he's been getting me the sponsors, like, out of his own goodwill, and he's a really, really good dude. He's buying a crap ton of tickets from me. He helps me in the gym too, so not to go off on Justin Simmons, because I still can't stand him, but he's a good dude, and he got me Marmello Construction Brothers, which is it's a family-owned commercial mason contracting company that services all of Massachusetts and Rhode Island. So real good. I'm proud that they jumped on board too, and I get to shout them out there too. And then we got, finally, Into Action Recovery, which is a 12-step program for anybody that is, suffering from addiction or addiction problems, stuff like that. And that is owned by my family, too, in Tewksbury, Mass.
Excellent, my man. Well, congratulations, bro. The list keeps, no wonder why she don't want to make your shirts, man. There's fucking 700 people. Now, one more question before I let you give, just shout outs to any, friends or anything, and let you get out of here. As far as you mentioned, she ain't making fight shirts. So these Gladiator fight shirts are rare, because are they like the fight shirt?
Yeah. The red Gladiator fight shirts, they're discontinued. They're not gonna get made again. I don't think. I think every time I do want to make fight shirts, I'm gonna make them different. I'm not gonna go back on the red ones and go to that company and say, hey, you know what? I want another 100 shirts of these. No, we're going to do something completely new.
Cool.
Especially once we win the belt, we're going to do championship fight shirts for the next one. So it's going to be awesome.
Well,
but these red ones are rare. So Emily, you lucked out.
So she'll be in good company. We'll see a few of these spotted around in the crowd, but hers will be shining newer than anyone else's, which is kind of cool, man. So
oh yeah,
excellent, bro, excellent, man. Well, thank you, dude, for the contest, for coming on tonight. Man, I thought that band was gonna we were gonna hear the band and everything, but things worked out great here. Just to let everyone know, the place that I rent my room out of, there's a band that practices all the way down the hall, and we kind of rotate on things here. And I kind of try to avoid them, but man, I can do this 24/7 now. I can have bombs going off and we can still hear each other, man. So I'm very excited about tonight, man. A lot of things worked out. Got to chat with you about this huge opportunity of yours, man. I'll be there watching you. I'll surely get a word with Arthur before the fight's here to welcome him back to New England and back to get that title shot, man. So it'll be interesting. I'll be interviewing a lot of the people coming up. Maybe Erin, but she might not want to talk to me after tonight because she know I'll be asking about the
Wait, she's always going to talk to her kid's godfather. Come on now.
Hey, with that said, Andrew, man, thank you so much for coming on, man. And when I go off the air, just stay there for a minute just so I can talk to you offline for a couple of seconds, okay?
I got you. Thank you very much, Steve. I appreciate it.
All right, man. As we're out of here, I'm going to throw up your Arthur poster from Cage Titans, which...
Wait, no. It's not the Arthur poster. It's the Valdina poster.
Yeah, that's what I meant. The matchup poster, the Valdina. I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
So with that said, thank you, Cage Titans, for putting this event together and, for 4 title fights and a great night coming of MMA. So let me throw that poster out here real quick, and we'll get the hell out of here. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We out of here.